girl Simone here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. With this video, I wanted to do a Q&A and I asked you guys to list any questions you might have in regards to MICROLINK, because honestly, I love it. I know it's been around for years, but I have personally just decided to try it. This is my second time having it in. You've seen me do my little sisters, you've seen me do my little cousins, and to be honest, I don't think I probably will stop anytime soon. They're comfortable, they're flexible, they're easy, and so I feel like for people that might be interested in it, you might have a few questions. I had lots of questions and I couldn't find many videos that actually explained to me what I was looking for. So I said I'm gonna just do it myself and make my own video. So here we are. So I'm gonna go straight into the questions. Things to know before getting MICROLINKS and ITIPS. They can last up to 2 months or longer with the proper care and maintenance. Avoid MICROLINKS if your hair is thinning because there will be added stress to your hair. They do not always require heat. There are several different hair textures that you can definitely choose between. As you can see from this Google search, if your hair is natural, there are many textures out there today that will mimic your hair pattern and your curl pattern. This way you can still do bomb twist out, bomb braid out, all kinds of bomb natural hairstyles that don't require heat. The install time can be between 1 to 4 hours depending on the stylist. Since it was our first time, it did take about 4 hours. MICROLINKS can be very expensive to have installed. When I did my research, I found pricing between $300 to $1,000 just to have installed. And yes, you can wash your hair, just be very gentle and very delicate. 7 days later after I installed my MICROLINKS, I actually washed my hair and dyed it. And I was able to blow dry it, just be very gentle, move slow, and be very delicate with your hair. Now, questions. I want to say every hair texture can pretty much get MICROLINKS. There is a MICROLINK texture for your hair type. You just have to do the research, you have to look, you have to dig, okay? But it's there. There's a lot of naturals out there, a lot of curl patterns, a lot of different textures out there. The hard part is, because everything is sold online, is hoping that when you get that texture that you think might be right, actually fits your hair type. However, if you do get a texture that is too curly or too kinky, you can also blow it out or straighten the curl pattern a little bit so that it matches and mimics your curl pattern. It just takes work and research to find a texture that matches your hair perfectly. Your natural hair should be a good enough length. If your hair is short, I would not say to get long MICROLINKS because the difference in length is just gonna be ridiculous. When the wind blows, your short hair is gonna go that way and the long hair is gonna go this way. It's not gonna be a really great blend. It's not gonna look as natural. All your hair is out. You only really have MICROLINKS in the middle of your head. So if you have short hair, do you know how much work that's going to be to make sure that that blends in perfectly? If you were to get a short hairstyle, but you still wanted fullness, you could also do MICROLINKS as well. I wouldn't get 20-inch MICROLINKS with 4-inch real hair. I personally wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend it. It's gonna take too much work for you to just try to do certain stuff just because the length difference. So how do you take them out? I am gonna actually be doing a video showing you guys how to take out the MICROLINKS. A lot of people have asked me. So easy and such a quick process to take out. So because I'm still learning how to do MICROLINKS, what I've been trying to tell like my cousin, my sister, and myself when I take my MICROLINKS out is to take note of how much hair comes out. It can cause breakage if you're doing super tight ponytails or super tight styles or a lot of blow drying or a lot of flat ironing. It might cause breakage. However, you won't know if your hair really broke off until you're taking it out. So the first time that I did MICROLINKS and I took out my hair and I brushed it out, I actually did not have a lot of shedding. I also only kept it in for about a month. I really barely had much breakage. I would say I have way more shedding and way more hair coming out when I do sew-in versus when I had the MICROLINKS in. So for me personally, it didn't take out much hair. I think only one link fell out, and that's because I had put the link at the tip of the silicone bead. Stick the tip in a little bit more further into the bead, not too much, but just so it's a nice medium, but my tips have not fallen out. It stays in place. I don't have any pulling discomfort. I don't do my links tight when I'm first doing them. I leave some space between my scalp and the bead, so it's not tight. It's not pulling on my hair. So this to me is still debatable because I've seen some stylists saying that they have clients that keep it in for 3 months, 4 months, 5, 6, 7. When you do research, they say you can keep it in between a certain amount of time. Me personally, I take mine out. I would say no more than a month to 2 months. And the only reason why I'm saying 2 months is because these things cost a lot. So am I gonna do this and then take it out within a month? Probably not. I'm probably gonna stretch it to 2 months. When you wash your hair does swell up in the bead. So if your hair is super, super, super thick, I'm worried if it might dread up a little bit as you're doing several washes, unless you're going to a professional and getting maintenance care with it. But if you're just doing it by yourself, or you're doing it at home or with somebody that's less experienced, I personally would not say to keep that in. But these are meant to last way longer than a month. Like, you know, if you go on Google, like I showed you in my first video, they can last this long. So I don't feel like they're damaging. I feel like they can also help promote hair growth. I like to wash my hair. I like to deep condition my hair. I like to treat my hair. I like to scratch my scalp. I like to oil my scalp. So I feel like I'm still being forced to take care of my real hair, which is why I don't feel like they're damaging. However, if you just leave your hair to just sit there and get dry and brittle, and you continuously flat iron your hair every day, then yes. It depends on your maintenance and how you take care of your hair. As far as the microlinks, you want to make sure that the beads are actually silicone lined, and this will help to prevent breakage. I'm doing it. Dayja, Nyjah. Now, Dayja, she still washes her hair, she deep conditions it, she still treats it, she doesn't straighten it at all, even though we straightened it in the video, and she's been completely fine. It's her first time doing this. First time having it in, and the maintenance is super easy. Treat it like your real hair. As far as Nyjah, she's doing the same thing. Twist outs, braid outs. She had a more kinkier texture. So just treat it like your real hair. It's really not that hard to install. I mean, to me, it's not. I don't know if it's because I have hair experience. I'm not a licensed professional, but I, have been doing my own hair for a while. I would say it's super easy to install. Someone actually asked me to do it myself, so I'm probably gonna challenge myself and do it. It's not that hard. It really isn't. You just need a mirror, a comb, and great skill and patience. I should teach a class. I will one day once I feel like I got it really down packed. She only wears it curly. I have not seen her re-straighten it after that video, and it looks amazing. She actually tricked me one day because I had to ask her. I was like, "You still have the links in? Like your hair, it looked so good. It blended in so well." So again, I already answered that. You can do it yourself or you can get it done professionally. Personally, I would say if this is your first time doing this, have somebody else do it for you. You can actually cause a lot of damage if you don't know what you're doing. So I would say once you test the waters and you feel like you got it down packed, then sure, do your thing. But if you feel like you're still a newbie and you're still learning like me, still ask questions, still ask for help, and still have somebody else do it. If her natural hair curls or frizzes, you can re-straighten it again to match the hair texture, if the hair texture is straightened at that moment in time. Or you can do other hairstyles. You can do braid outs, you can do twist outs. You can manipulate it like how you would your real hair. So to answer your question, I don't do clients. I'm located in Atlanta, but I'm just doing this because I want to help everybody else out who might want a different hairstyle or a different option, but still want to wear their hair, I'm not familiar with what ITIPS are, so I'll probably save that to answer somewhere else, like on Instagram or something, because I'm not really familiar. I feel like it does work on thin hair. I've seen people do it. Personally, I really wouldn't do it on thin hair because I just feel like unless you're going to wear your hair down every day with no manipulation, no hairstyle, it may work. Just don't do tight ponytails. Don't do anything crazy. Just literally just leave it to just hang and wear it out. I guess it just depends on how great your stylist is as well, because I've seen people do it on Instagram and I'm like, whoa, that looks really, really, really good. Because the stylist was out of stock of bundles, I had to just cut it to make it blend in naturally. What's the shedding situation? How long will the links last? Is dyeing links possible, and how much? So links can be anywhere between $400 to about, I think, $1,100. They can be very expensive. It won't really be around $400. It's usually really expensive, like around $800. I've seen the median price been around $800 or even starting at $800. But if it is less than that, it could be either a newbie or somebody that just, they price their things differently. But the median price is gonna be $800. My hair does not shed at all. That could be because of the hair company that I use, but my hair does not shed whatsoever. When I brush it, when I blow dry it, when I comb it, when I flat iron it, it does not shed. Yes, you can dye your hair with the links in. What type of hair did I use? I don't know, but I'm gonna add it right here in the video so you guys can go ahead and check it out for yourselves. Getting the hair is the challenging part because you want to have enough, but you don't want to just overbuy. You know what I'm saying? So because this seller, she sells her hair in bundles of 50 ITIPS at a time. On her site, it does say that you might need 250 links in order to do a full head. And so I ended up just going with 150 ITIPS because I only wanted it to be fuller, but not too full and not obviously thin. Little cousin, obviously she bought 3 bundles. I bought 3 bundles. I would say we probably only used about 100 ITIPS. We only used 2 bundles of 50 ITIPS, totaling it to be 100 ITIPS. I wouldn't do anything less than 100 because then your hair just gonna look like a thin ponytail and you don't want that. How many microlinks are needed for a partial install? Perimeter. So she wants it only for the perimeter and the leave out. I would say for a partial install, I would say you won't know until you try. And again, I can't really give you all advice because again, I'm still learning. So I would say maybe buy 100 at least minimum. If you use less, it can't hurt. Save the rest for next time. If you need more, then just next time you know to buy 3 bundles versus just 2. I got this hair from Studio Tequila. I never know if I'm saying it right or not, but she's on Instagram and YouTube and she does microlinks as well. And where can I order the hair? Studio Tequila. So microlinks is a protective hairstyle, like every other protective hairstyle there is out there in the world. It's just like box braid. It's just like a sew-in. It's just like a partial sew-in. It's like a full head sew-in. It's like a lace wig, a lace closure. All these things, it's in that category. All protective styling has their risk, and some are better than others. I like to say microlinks is just like that. I compare microlinks to a box braid. It's taking small groups of hair and you're attaching an extension to it, which is like kind of like a box braid. It all comes with risk. It all depends on just how you take care of it and how you maintain it. So I like to always make that clear because I always see people say, oh my God, I broke my hair. And that might very well be true. You know, it just depends on how you take care of it. And that's what I'm gonna say because it's the same thing with every other protective style. I hope I made things easy for you guys. I hope I helped you guys understand a little bit more about the microlink technique and texture and textures and what to do versus what not to do. Yeah, I hope I really did help you guys. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope I helped a little. This dress is from a local tour. See you guys. Bye.